Of witnessing her very private grief for the loss of her husband, the family taking over duties, the family moving closer into Windsor, the way that she moderated her late years. She was moving towards what she knew in her heart, and everyone knows, of course, in reality, is the inevitable.
And I think it is her way, and I think we could all follow her way of loving her children, loving them into the future for after she's died, by, very much preparing them, having these conversations, having these plans about what she wanted.
Majesty was crowned in 1953. She would have made this journey in the Gold State coach. The final journey now at the end of her long reign.
Of the household to the king, and brought up at the rear by the dismounted detachment of the Blues and Royals.
Sussex, centre frame alongside his brother, the Prince of Wales, wearing his RAF number 1 uniform, garter sash with RAF pilot wings and garter star chest order. Bill, to bring you in here, the scene of Trooping the Colour, the scene of so many momentous royal.
Yes, and of course, Trooping the Colour, the Queen's birthday parade, or the Sovereign's birthday parade, in which the Queen took part, before she became the Queen, more times than anybody else has ever done it. So she's very familiar with horse guards. You see the Queen's page there, bottom left of the screen, and the Master of the Horse, bottom right. Earl of Wessex, Peter Phillips, Hamilton Lawrence. And behind him, the equerry to the King, Major Johnny Thompson, upgraded now. The Prince of Wales has become the King.
And the King's uniform today, Bill?
He's in the uniform of the Royal Air Force, the Marshal of the Royal Air Force.
We're witnessing two senior members of the royal family now emerging from Buckingham Palace, the Queen Consort, the Princess of Wales, family members joining the procession, but making their way to the side, to the Palace of Westminster and the Great Westminster Hall, where they will be received before the procession arrives to take their places to view the cortege of the late Queen Elizabeth as it moves into New Palace Yard.
Area. This is where heads of state are greeted, coming to see the sovereign. And as they go through the arch, which is guarded by the Household Cavalry, the King's Lifeguard will have turned out and will salute the coffin as it goes out onto Whitehall. As you can see, they've had to adjust and very skillfully negotiate this ancient arch. Rear of the Garrison Sergeant Major, who's absolutely critical to all of this. Sergeant Major Andrew Sticks, Costume Guards. The royal family. King's Equerry.
Well, as Bill said, the procession now emerges onto Whitehall. The acknowledged centre of government named after the palace, once Henry VIII's main residence. And of course, soon the Queen's coffin will pass both the cenotaph, the Remembrance Sunday service, something she was loath under any reason at all to miss. And it will then pass Downing Street, home of the 15 Prime Ministers from Winston Churchill to Liz Truss that she oversaw in her reign, performing her duties as constitutional monarch with a dexterity and subtlety that I think it's fair to say pretty much everyone admired.
Police officers keeping watch. Ordinarily, on a circumstance like this, one might expect the military. This is an extra duty that has been given to the police in service of the late monarch. As one by one, the royal cars file back through the arch into Horse Guards Parade.